Hello friends, I am Arpit and I'm here with today's analysis. Today is 25th of November and we are going to deal with two very important topics which are in news. The first is Grievance Redressal Assessment Index. This index was released by Ministry of Personnel, and this index assesses that how various ministries and departments are responding to the grievances received by them of the citizens. There is one portal, the online portal CPGRS, where the citizens can go and register their grievances. Now it depends on the ministries and the departments to address those grievances. Ministries or departments have been categorized into three different categories according to which the number of grievances which are coming to them. This is a noble step in increasing transparency, accountability, and overall governance by the government. The next is India's first long-range hypersonic missile has been successfully tested, and India becomes part of the very few countries in the world right now which are having this hypersonic technology. Hypersonic missiles travel faster than 5 Mach. They travel faster than 5 times the speed of the sound. 1 Mach is the speed of the sound. So they are long range, very fast they travel, and they can strike target with precision. This enhances India's defense capabilities, and the best part is that this has been indigenously developed. So this enhances indigenous defense capabilities of India. Make in India for defense is definitely gaining more and more momentum. Then we will be dealing with the MCQs based on these two topics and discussing the answers to the MCQs of Friday. Now, the Grievance Redressal Assessment Index, GRAI, we are calling it, is a system designed to measure how well different governments, ministries, and departments handle public complaints and grievances. After all, these public departments or ministries are there for public service. How well they are responding to, the complaints filed by the public, and obviously when you are established as a department and you are in public service, so there will be multiple complaints that is bound to happen. The question is that how responsive you are to those complaints. It should not be like people are complaining but those complaints are unheard, unanswered, which used to be the case. But now these kind of, I would say, tools have been developed, monitoring tools these are, and digitalization is creeping in, which leads to increase in accountability of the departments. The 2023 GRAI was launched by Dr. Jitendra Singh, India's Union Minister of State for various departments. Index aims to help government understand where they are doing well in resolving complaints and where they need to improve. Purpose of GRAI: the main goal of GRAI is to give comparative picture of how different ministries and departments handle grievances. It is meant to highlight strengths and show areas where improvements are needed in the grievance redressal process. Structure of GRAI: GRAI 2023 measures the grievance handling system based on 4 main areas called dimensions and 11 indicators. 4 main areas: efficiency, how quickly and effectively grievances are handled; feedback, the quality and usefulness of feedback provided to complaints; domain, the specific areas of grievance handling such as policy and legal matters; and organizational commitment, the level of commitment by the ministry or department to resolving grievances. This 2023 report uses data from January to December 2023 collected through the CPGRS portal. So this CPGRS portal is that portal on which the citizens can go and file grievances or file complaints. Grievances are complaints, and with the hope of getting them resolved, obviously you are filing them over there on CPGRS. So you guys also can check this portal CPGRS, and if you have any grievances with respect to any government department or ministry, you can file it over there. Now it becomes an obligation on the ministry to or the department to resolve that grievance, and they are being assessed now under GRAI and on these 4, I would say, parameters. Now, groups based on number of grievances. The ministries and departments have been divided into 3 groups, and this categorization into 3 groups has been done on the basis of number of complaints being received by them. Like number of ministries, departments, which are receiving more than 10,000 grievances, which have received more than 10,000 grievances are 28. Which have received 2,000 to 9,999 grievances, 33 departments are there, and registered grievances less than 2,000, 28 departments and ministries are there. So they are being categorized on the basis of number of grievances being received by them. Special features of GRAI report. This report includes a root cause analysis, which looks at why certain departments are better or worse at resolving grievances. So, because, in the CPGRS and all, the not the dispute, but grievance resolution time and all is also showed. So, which department is taking how long to resolve the disputes and all, this is also shown. It also gives advice for improvement, including using technology like artificial intelligence, machine learning to predict and solve problems before they happen. Report suggests better training for grievance officers and more audits to make sure things improve. CPGRS and its importance. CPGRS is a key tool that allows people to file complaints online and track their progress. It has become an important part of the government's effort to be more transparent and accountable. The Commonwealth Secretariat has even recognized CPGRS as a best practice for other countries to follow. So, the CPGRS where, this index is picking up information from is generally aimed at increasing accountability and transparency for the government departments and ministries. So this is acknowledged by many world countries or world leaders. Future recommendations. GRAI 2023 report also provides a roadmap for future improvements, like advanced technologies like AI and ML are used to improve grievance management. Integrating CPGRS into more levels of government to improve grievance redressal nationwide, and ensuring better reporting of the status of grievance and giving regular updates. So, in a nutshell, we are using technology for improving governance, for improving service delivery. So with the usage of AI and ML, machine learning, certain, I would say, predictive models are also created that, we should take these kind of steps. Otherwise, these kind of problems or grievances will be there in the future. So to avoid those kind of grievances, we should proactively do these kind of steps. This will enhance the quality of service delivery on one side and reduce the number of grievances on the other side, increasing confidence among the public. So this is what is it is aiming at, and it is I would say a very good step taken by the government. So next is India's first long range hypersonic missile. Sonic is speed of sound. Sonic is 1 Mach. Then we have supersonic, which is more than 1 Mach. So we have the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile, which travels at a speed which is more than 1 Mach and less than 5 Mach. Because if you cross 5 Mach, it is hypersonic. And India has developed indigenously its first hypersonic cruise missile, and that too a long range one. So India's DRDO successfully conducted the flight test of its first long range hypersonic missile on November 17 of the coast of Odisha. This is a significant milestone for India, positioning it among the very few countries in the world who are capable of developing and testing such advanced military technology. Significance of the test. So, Mr. Rajnath Singh, the defense minister, has described this as a historic moment. And India joins a small group of countries with this ability of, developing and testing hypersonic missiles. The missile was launched from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Island, which is off the coast of Odisha. And he's known as the Missile Man of India. This island was named in commemoration of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam after he died. And from there only this missile testing was done. It is named after India's former president and renowned missile scientist, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Key features. We are calling it long range. How far it can go? 1500 kilometers away and can carry different types of payloads. Indigenous development. The missile was developed by several DRDO laboratories along with industry partners. So it was a collaborative effort. Core development took place at the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Missile Complex in Hyderabad. It is all indigenous. That is what we need to take from this particular development. What is a hypersonic missile? A hypersonic missile is a missile that travels at a speed of less than at least 5 Mach. This is the minimum speed. That is 5 times the speed of sound, and speed of sound is around 1 mile per second. Hypersonic missiles are much faster and more maneuverable than traditional ballistic missiles, which follow a fixed, predictable path. Maneuverable means once it gets launched, it can change its path. Types of hypersonic missiles: hypersonic glide vehicles (HGV). These these are these are launched from rockets and then glide towards the target. Hypersonic cruise missiles (HCMs). These missiles are powered by scramjet engines, which help maintaining high speeds after the initial launch. Advantages of hypersonic missile: the long range strike, as we know that the range is 1500 kilometers, and this 1500 kilometers can be reached within seconds. Hypersonic missiles can strike distant targets, not seconds, but in a few minutes it can reach, including highly protected or time sensitive targets like moving missiles or critical facilities. Since it can be maneuvered, so it can target these moving missiles also. Difficult to track due to their high speed and low flight path. Hypersonic missiles are hard to detect using traditional radar systems or surface based sensors, because see, cruise missiles will go like this. On the other hand, we have the other missiles which are ballistic missiles, which follow a parabolic path, which go up to a certain height and then they enter. So they are detectable, but these cruise missiles, they flow at a lower altitude, and this one is flowing at a very high speed. So it is becoming difficult to catch these in radars. Kinetic energy: hypersonic missile uses kinetic energy from motion, to destroy targets, including structures that are hard to penetrate, using conventional weapons such as underground facilities. So this is basically one major defense development which we can see. Challenges of hypersonic missiles: heat and friction. The extreme speed creates significant heat due to air resistance, requiring special materials that can withstand such conditions, and this increases the cost of it. Precision maneuverability: the missile must be extremely precise in its movement, which makes the design and operation of these missiles highly complex, again increasing cost of it. Communication difficulties: it is difficult to maintain communication with the hypersonic missile during flight due to its high speed and altitude. So that is one thing which is there. So you get either speed or you get this communication. Cost: developing and producing hypersonic missiles is much more expensive than traditional ballistic missiles due to their cutting edge technology. So first 2 points were leading towards cost only, and yes, they are a costly affair, but yes, they are more lethal. So it is like this. The global race in hypersonic technology. So I've been mentioning that India is among a select few countries which have developed hypersonic missiles. So let's see which all countries have tested and developed hypersonic missile technology. Russia is a leader in hypersonic missile development. In 2022, Russia used a hypersonic missile for the first time during the Ukraine conflict, targeting an underground warehouse in Ivano-Frankivsk. China is also advancing in hypersonic missile technology with several successful tests of its own hypersonic weapons. USA, no doubt about the fact, is heavily investing in hypersonic missile technology. In May 2023, the US Army awarded Lockheed Martin a $756 million contract to develop a ground-based hypersonic missile system known as the Long Range Hypersonic Weapon (LRHW). And other countries, several nations including France, Germany, Australia, Japan, Iran, and Israel, are also working on developing hypersonic missiles. India obviously has successfully tested. Now, Russia, China, USA, and India currently have successfully tested hypersonic missiles, and they will be deploying these hypersonic missiles. Russia has started using it. Russia means it has deployed it after testing it. So this is where we are. But we also need to look into, since we are talking about this, so we need to look into this thing as well, that ballistic missile versus hypersonic missile. The ballistic missile, as I told you, follows this route, the parabolic route, and hypersonic missile follows this route. It gets launched and then it follows this route. It cruises, and it cruises at, with speed more than 5 Mach. So here you can see the launch site is this. So, if I talk about the ballistic missile, it follows this route, the ballistic missile. And hypersonic glide vehicle or cruise missile, it will go like this, and then, or like this, it will go and strike the target. Lower altitude, it will take. This is basically the cruise missile. This is how, what is the difference between and that is why it is not detectable in radars and since it is going with very high speed, that is also a factor that it is not detectable in radars. Now, some tabular, I would say, comparisons between the ballistic missiles and hypersonic missiles. Flight path of ballistic missiles is predictable because arcing technology, parabolic path it is following. It is unpredictable, maneuverable path within the atmosphere. But yes, with hypersonic speeds, it becomes a bit difficult to maneuver it because of the speed. It varies fast during re-entry, Mach 20 plus, but not hypersonic it is. Because during launch and all, it is not hypersonic. During the flight path, it is also not hypersonic. But when it is getting launched, then the speed can increase to more than 5 Mach. But due to that speed, we will not call it hypersonic. But here, speed is always maintained greater than 5 times the speed of sound, that is Mach 5 plus. Maneuverability, non-maneuverable after launch, highly maneuverable during flight it is. That is why it is more deadly. Targeting and accuracy, accurate with modern guidance, GPS, inertial and all. Highly precise, difficult to track due to maneuverability. Launch platforms, silos, submarines, mobile launchers. Aircraft, land-based platforms, sea-based systems. Range, short range, medium range, intercontinental ballistic missiles with more than 5,000 kilometers. This is what Russia has launched on Ukraine right now. Medium to long range, depending on type, HGV or HCM. Defense systems, defended by ABM systems like THAAD and Aegis. Extremely hard to intercept with current defense systems because of its low altitude flight and high speed. Now, role and usage, strategic deterrence. It creates ballistic missiles, no doubt about this fact, and conventional strikes it is used for. Hypersonic missiles, precision strikes, and they are capable of defeating modern defenses like anti-missile technologies which can detect ballistic missiles. Development status, it is established for decades, widely deployed by many countries including India. Emerging technology still under development. This is cost and complexity. It is high cost but relatively mature technology. It is more cost, it is expensive, cutting edge technology, and it is still evolving. Flight environment, it re-enters Earth's atmosphere from space like this. It is happening. Entire flight remains within the atmosphere. Interception difficulty is medium depending on missile type, can be intercepted. Very high due to speed and unpredictability. An example countries: US, Russia, China, North Korea, India, etc. etc. US, Russia, China, India in development stages. Russia deployment has been done. So this is a major achievement if India has indigenously developed hypersonic missile and successfully tested it, because India has landed in those very few countries which are having this technology. Countries like UK and France, which are permanent members of United Nations Security Council, they are behind us when it comes to the development of hypersonic missile technology. And in the days to come or in the years to come, you will see India's defense capabilities increasing and this is also testified in the fact that India's defense exports have started to increase. They have started to gain momentum. So this is it from this particular topic. Now we enter into the MCQs. The GRAI is released by which ministry in Government of India? Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Personnel and Grievance, Redressal, Ministry of Culture. None of the above. It is quite simple, commonsensical it is. Consider the following statements with respect to GRAI and mark the correct one. The GRAI report aims to highlight and resolve the root cause for delay in grievance redressal. It is using AI in its formulation and advisory. Only one, only two, both one and two, neither one nor two. Which state of India has the jurisdiction of APJ Abdul Kalam Island? Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh or Odisha? And fourth question, which of these is a feature of hypersonic cruise missile successfully tested by India? It travels at a speed of more than 5 Mach. It is maneuverable once it is launched. Which of these statements are correct? Now the answers to the MCQs of 22nd November. Which of these elements can be used for cloud seeding? Silver iodide, yes. Potassium iodide, yes. And dry ice. These were the three elements which were there mentioned by us, which can be used for seeding the clouds, causing condensation, thereby causing precipitation. So all of the above is the correct answer for this. Second, consider the following statements and mark the correct one. Cloud seeding can tackle the main cause of air pollution. Cloud seeding is more effective on a clear sky. So it can tackle the main cause of air pollution? No. Main cause of air pollution is you have to reduce pollution, you have to make emissions more efficient. Cloud seeding is more effective on a clear sky. It is not at all effective on a clear sky. A precondition is that some clouds should be there, then only seeding works, and that too not 100% of the times. So both of these statements are wrong, neither one nor two. Third, which of these countries do not operate Army Tactical Missile Systems, ATACMS? UAE, Bahrain, Greece or Turkey? UAE does that, Bahrain has that, Greece has that, Turkey does not have that. So Turkey is going to be the right answer for this question. Exercise Sanyukt Vimochan is related to which of the following? Establishing interoperability, enhancing combat skills in urban warfare, humanitarian assistance and disaster relief is the correct answer. That is C for this. Enhancing cooperation in UN peacekeeping missions is also wrong. So C is going to be the correct answer for this particular question. So with this, we have come to an end of today's session. I will be seeing you tomorrow now with more such informative news pieces. Till then, you guys very well know what to do. Keep studying, keep reading, keep writing, and most importantly, keep revising. Namaste. Jai Hind.